The fog is heavy at Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Grand Junction Station is just a shadow, as is the passenger train sitting at the platform. Something is missing though, that being an engine to pull this train. A light approaches in the mist. This is our engine. Southern Railway number 4501, built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in the year 1911. The train is the Summerville Special, a 100-mile round-trip excursion taking passengers from Grand Junction here in Chattanooga to the city of Summerville, Georgia. It's the longest distance excursion that TVRM has to offer. This video will be split into two parts. The first part will show the southbound trip to Somerville, and the second part will show the northbound trip back to Grand Junction.
Ramp, proceed, here we go.
At 9 a.m., the train departed. Today, we're chasing the Summerville Special on its 50-mile journey to the Georgia city of the same name. The fog was clearing as we stood at the west end of Whiteside Tunnel. The train is made up of 8 passenger cars of all different kinds. Some are coach cars, one is a dining car, and at the end, there's an observation car. In downtown Chattanooga, the train passes by the Norfolk Southern Chattanooga Yard. This small track section intersects both the Museum Line and Norfolk Southern track. Until recently, the museum train would stop and request authority to move over the section, but nowadays an agreement has been made so the train can pass right on through. Then a freight train happened to come through at that moment, and the engineers decided to have some fun. The observation car on the end of the train was made for the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad in 1947. It's got a dome section, so this car offers the best views of the scenery. Once we drove into Georgia, the scenery took a turn for the greener. This is a hillside along McFarland Avenue and Battlefield Parkway in Fairview. Just down the road to the south is the Highway 27 overpass over Lytle Road. All the lighting for these shots is natural, and here the sun was in our favor. We headed into the city of Chickamauga, known for the Civil War battle. There's also this Central of Georgia Railroad depot. Our next stop was Rock Spring in Walker County. Here the tracks curved in an S shape, presenting another great photo opportunity. The red 1940s Ford was provided by Gary's Towing, which you can find on Facebook for some more classic car photos. We continued chasing the train, and as we neared the town of Lafayette, we stopped at Reed Road. Here, 4501 showed us just how hard she could work. This is the first time I've seen a high-rail truck follow an excursion train. Maybe he's there to pick up people's phones that get dropped. We drove into Lafayette, where there was much to see. A GP38 diesel sat next to a Central of Georgia depot, now the office of the Chattanooga and Chickamauga Railway Company. Across the tracks there's some historic buildings, the most prominent being the Mars Theater. Next, we headed south of Lafayette to a spot at Ridgeway Road and Lee Wilson Road. Then the tracks crossed Oakton Road in a tight curve, and look who it is. Gary has once again placed his Ford for photographers. Next stop for us was Tryon, and we were presented with a truss bridge over Chattooga River. We were almost to the final stop on the southbound run. That was the city of Somerville. Here's the Somerville Depot. The train will stop here for an hour and a half so the passengers can eat and explore the city. Meanwhile, the turntable will turn engine 4501 to face north for the return trip. Just after 1 p.m., the train arrived at the depot. may have noticed, in some shots the train has a diesel engine in tow. The diesel is number 80 of the Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia Railway. All this footage was shot over 2 days. On the second day, the turntable was broken. Unable to turn 4501 to face north, the museum sent number 80 with the train to tow it back to Grand Junction. On the first day, the turntable was working, so no diesel was needed. The crew set to work moving 4501 onto the track for the turntable. After miles of chasing and the first half of the trip complete, it was time for a break and, of course, some lunch. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like to show your support. Feel free to comment and share this with your friends, and if you want to see more railroad chases, consider becoming a subscriber and be notified when every new video releases. Tune in next time to see 4501 make the return trip to Grand Junction. Well folks, that's going to wrap it up for now. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again very soon.